starters from Scarlet Violet, as well as the mascot Pikachu. So we have Quaxley, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Pikachu. It looks like it is meant for ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 player, and they predict it takes around 45 minutes or more to complete a game. I have already opened it just to look at it and take some of the packaging out, as well as put the stickers on the dice. But other than that, I haven't touched it. So this is the list of the Pokemon you can catch in this game. It looks like there are rock or ground types, Geodude, Graveler, Onix, Rhydon, Tyranitar, and Rockruff. And then there are ice types, Spheal, Abomasnow, Mamoswine, Frostlass, Cubchoo, and Ice-Cube. Then we have Alakazam, Slowpoke, Espeon, Wobbuffet, Gardevoir, and Gothorita for our psychic types. Then we have Fighting, Mankey, Machamp, Hitmonlee, Lucario, Hawlucha, and Beware. Then we have Fire type, Charmander, Vulpix, Arcanine, Rapidash, Magmar, and Torkoal. Then we have Electric, Voltorb, Jolteon, Ampharos, Elekid, Zebstrika, Yamper, and then Grass type, Bulbasaur, Exeggutor, Sceptile, Pansage, Rowlet, and Smoliv. Then we have water types, Squirtle, Magikarp, Marill, Mudkip, Mantike, and Greninja. And then in here we have our figures. It's a little bit loud. It looks like you put the tokens in this little section and the Pokeballs in this section. So here we have Quaxley's little figurine. There we go, I got it to focus. Little Quaxley. Very cute. And then we have my absolute favorite, Sprigatito. I love Sprigatito's name, and it's such a cute little cat. So cute. I have a Sprigatito, and I'm playing Pokémon Violet right now for the first time, and so far it's actually been my favorite Pokemon game. I loved playing White too growing up, but Pokemon Violet has been so good, I can't lie. And then we have Fuecoco, who is my second favorite starter. Nowhere near Sprigatito, but I still think he's cute looking. Very cute. Then we have obligatory mascot, Pikachu. Pikachu has to be in everything. Pokemon make sure that he's cute, I like him, but sometimes they go a little crazy by doing things like giving Greninja a terrible arc, even though he's everybody's favorite. We have our number dice. It's red with little white dots. And then we have our other dice, which has 3 X's on it. many of these wild Pokemon will you catch? I think my favorite from each type is Rockruff, Spheal, Espeon, Beware, Vulpix, Yamper, Bulbasaur, and probably Mudkip. I didn't even have that like ready. I just kind of knew as soon as I saw each type. Mudkip was close with Meryl though. And then, as you can see, I haven't unpackaged the cards yet. We'll do that in a second though. And then we have our Pokeballs and all of our Pokemon types with the Pokemon on them that I wanted to save to pop out for this video, because I got another board game and popped out all the cardboard on it, and I was like, that was so satisfying. That would be so good for an ASMR video. Oh, there it goes. And so I wanted to save these for you guys. So as you can see, we have the type on one side that hides what the Pokemon is, and then you flip it over and you find out which Pokemon you got. Ooh, Gubju's a close second for a favorite ice type, actually. I love Gubju. And then we have the Pokeballs. Okay. Put those to the side. Then we have our character mats. We have Quaxley on this side and Boycoco on this side. So your starter will give you +1 in battle, and in this game you roll to battle. And you have to collect one of each type, one Pokemon of each type, to win the game. So it is the first to 8. Obviously, they don't have all the types in this game. Okay. Then we have Pikachu. Honestly, it doesn't make sense that Pikachu is number 25 and not number 1 in the Pokédex. I wonder why that is. I know that Clefairy was originally supposed to be the mascot, but they thought she was too feminine and not cute enough. Or unique enough, I don't know. I know one of the reasons was because she's pink. Anyways, here's Sprigatito, which will be the one I use every single time. Oh, look how cute Sprigatito is. And then Pikachu. My sister likes Pikachu, so I have a feeling she'll be playing as Pikachu. And then we have the board game mat, which I don't think is going to fit in for him. Here's what half of it looks like. Ignore my glare. All of the names of the areas have basic names, like Rocky Path, Cliffside, Snowy Mountain, Glacier, Cave, Forest, River, and then the adventure cards go here. And then our challenge cards go here, and we have Plateau, Desert, Town, City, Field, Countryside, Stadium, Gym, and a bunch of Lapras parts, which I don't know what those do. And we do have the classic 4 corners with the free parking and go to jail. In jail, just visiting. And collect 2 Pokeballs as you pass go. Alright, and then we have the game first trainer to complete your tracker mat or the last trainer with Pokeballs, you win. And it says what's included and stuff. And then we have the setup and the explanation of each part. How to play, board spaces, how battling works, how to get out of jail. I don't know what this is. Did you gonna play a list of all the Pokemon? How to put the game away. So that's what it looks like when all the pieces are done. Cool. We'll go through, and I think I will read through that at the end of the video, and you can fall asleep to me reading it. We'll do the cards after. Let's do opening these guys first, because I think that just makes the most sense. So, let's start with this one, and let's do all of the Pokeballs. I'm not sure where I should put them. Let's put them in here. Alright, let's put them in here where they go. And I'll have to try to be quiet about this, because I'm sure it can get loud if you're aggressive with popping it out, or if I drop it in too loudly. We have a lot of these. Let's count them as we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. 7. Whoops. 8. It's gonna get harder to do when we get at the top. Oh, they break apart. That makes that easier. I already lost track where I got 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, okay, that one was crazy. And 32. Okay. Now let's do the Pokemon. So, first we have an electric type. I forget what this one's called. Zebstrika. I played Pokemon White, but I just can't remember. Then we have Ice. We have Ice Cube, that's what that one's called. Another one. We have Mamoswine. I thought it was Mamoswine and I had to double check. I'm not being confident. Cupchew. Cupchew is so cute. Look at Cupchew. I love him. And then we have, I don't know what this is, Frostlass. By the way, shiny Cupchew looks like he's suffocating his like purple head. Okay, we have Abomas now. so bad because they're purple. And then now this is just trash. Okay. And then we have some more Pokeballs. I'm assuming there's 32 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Alright, I'm gonna pop these off very quickly. That one did not come out clean. There we go. Oh, and we have one hiding down here. Okay. I think all board games should come with a cheap option and a deluxe option. And the deluxe option should have like physical pieces instead of just flat pieces of cardboard. Like, there are totally people who would pay like $80 for this board game if it had like physical little balls and physical Pokemon. Oh, let's listen. Sorry, I just had to make some sounds with those because I was tracing my fingers and it sounded so good. Now let's do this one. We have one electric type like last time. Oh, there was a little one hiding. Okay. We have Yamper, my favorite electric out of all of these ones. So cute. And then we have, oh, we got Rockruff, my favorite rock type out of all of these ones. Then we have Tyranitar. I kind of wish I would have laid these like each side by side with types. I guess there wouldn't have been room. Rhydon. We have Onyx. Sorry if you could hear that car alarm outside for Onyxes. Okay. Let's see what we have next. We have Graveler. And then Geodude. Yep, I knew it. Because I remembered him being it. It's weird, Geodude's the only one who got his evolution. The other ones are just one part of the evolutions. And then let's... I can never tell which side it opens on. There we go. So I think they might break apart. Hopefully. Yep. Oh jeez, I almost ruined Fuecoco. Okay. Let's pop out Quaxley. Quaxley is number 912 in the Pokédex. Here is his little picture. And then we have the even Flaffy, honestly. Okay, we have Magmar. He wanted to go in there, I guess. We have Rapidash. We have Arcanine. And then we have Vulpix, which is my favorite fire type. Out of these ones, at least. Not my favorite of all time, don't let that be twisted. And then we have Charmander. And then we have Fighting. Beware, which is my favorite out of these fighting types. What is this one? Hawlucha. I don't know anything about Hawlucha. We have Hitmonlee. Lucario. Lucario is my second favorite out of these fighting types because I had one when I was a kid and I loved him. And then we have Machamp. And then last would be Mankey. Yep. Okay. So this is trash now. Let's do a Fuecoco's card. Fuecoco is 909 in the Pokédex. And there he is, cute little Fuecoco, so cute. Alright, let's do the water types. We have the longest train horn I've ever heard. Anyways, Greninja. Greninja is the one that they ruined his storyline arc because he was getting too popular compared to Pikachu. Poor Greninja. We have Mantike. We have Marill. Marill's a cute one. She's probably my second favorite water type out of these ones. Mudkip. Mudkip's cute too. They're so close. Oh, Magikarp. And then we have Squirtle. And then grass types. It looks like we've got, oh, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is so cute. He's my favorite Kanto starter. Once upon a time when I was a kid with no taste, Charmander was my favorite Kanto starter. But I've grown and matured. Okay, well, it's not gonna focus. I've realized Bulbasaur is easily the cutest. We have Executor, specifically the Alolan version. Or wait. Cut that out. Just regular Executor. Sceptile. Smolive's a cutie. And then we've got Pansage. Kind of a random one. The grass types, they have really random ones, I feel like. And then we have Rowlet. And we're all done with that one. Sorry, there's been a train that is just taking like half an hour to go by. It's so annoying. slow poke. And we have Alakazam. And that is all of them. We are all done. Look at how many we went through. If you sat through all of these, I just want you to know I'm proud of you for slowing down. Let's put them away. Alright. I am trying to think of what we need to do next. I guess we did have. Oh, open the cards. They put it in parchment paper instead of plastic, which I appreciate. How am I going to open these quietly? I don't think I'm going to be able to open them quietly, so I'm going to rip through them. Alright. So it looks like we have challenge card on the top. Oh, okay. Trainer battle. Challenge any one trainer. To battle, you each roll the numbered die. Add 1 to your roll for each Pokemon on your tracker mat. I'm trying to read it. The camera won't focus. Focus, camera, come on. There we go. You may use any challenge cards you have to improve your roll. The higher total wins. If there's a tie, re-roll until there's a winner. The winner gets to collect 1 Pokeball from the loser. For some reason we have blank cards. I have no idea why we would have blank cards in here. Okay. Everything has to be perfectly aligned. We have lots of challenge cards. Are they all the same? Oh no, they're different. What other types of cards do we have? Adventure cards. They're not even all facing the same direction. What is this? What kind of a crazy world do we live in? Alright. Super battle move. Reroll the numbered die once when you are battling. So that will like help you in your battle, I guess. A legendary helps you out. Add 2 to any of your battle rolls. Epic battle. Challenge all trainers alone. What? Every single person. Each trainer rolls the numbered die. Trainers may use challenge cards to improve the roll. May not add 1 for each Pokemon on their tracker mat. The highest roll wins. If there's a tie, reroll the winner, blah blah blah. Collect 1 Pokeball from each trainer. In a 2-player game, collect 2 from the loser. Legendary Pokemon helps you out. Super battle move. We've seen that one. Trainer battle. Okay, we've seen that one. Oh, here's a new one. Throw an Ultra Ball. When you explore a location and want to reroll, you may instead collect 1 Pokemon type for that location from the board for free. Why wouldn't they call it a Master Ball if it's a guaranteed catch? Come on, Pokemon. It's your own game. You should know this kind of stuff. Oh, this one's new. Gotta aim low. Challenge the trainer to your right. You each roll the numbered die. Add 1 for each on your tracker mat. Pokemon. Lower total wins. Collect Pokeballs equal to the number of Pokemon normally you would probably collect the one that's for that space, because there's one type on each space, and then the Ultra Ball means you can just collect a random one, I think. I haven't played yet, I don't know how it works. Okay, let's see. We've got adventure cards. And then we've got these ones, it looks like are each of the ones from the places. I'm like zooming through this, it's going too slow. And my back hurts from the way I'm sitting. Okay. Adventure. Your kind offer of berries convinces a rival trainer's Pokemon to join your team. That's messed up. Collect one Pokemon from the tracker mat of any rival trainer. Okay, so apparently this game, you're Team Rocket and you're just stealing people's Pokemon. What the heck? Saying goodbye to all morals. Like, what is this? Unstable unicorns? Come on. That's messed up. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect any Pokeballs. So go to jail card. Trade any one Pokemon from your tracker mat for any one Pokemon from a rival's tracker mat. That's fine. Pokemon does trading all the time. Okay. Move to any location and explore it. See the explore side of your reference card. If you pass go, do not collect a Pokeball. Okay. Get out of jail free card. We know what that is. Whoops. Okay. Trade any Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Something new. Oh, we have a few new ones. Okay, they're all new. I just needed to wait 5 seconds. Roll the catching die. If you roll the Pokeball, collect any one Pokemon type from the board. Not pretty good. Then we have move to a grass type space. You must explore that location. Move to a fighting type space. And you may collect. Or you must explore that location. Blah blah blah. We've seen these ones. And rock. Interesting. So the adventure cards only have one of each. Or not one of each. They only have 3 different types of go to that space. Grass, rock, and fighting. That's strange. I wonder why the other places don't have types that you can go to with those cards. So we have each of the different areas. We have rocky path, cliffside, snowy mountain, glacier, cave, forest, gym, stadium, plateau. Oh my gosh. Desert, town, city, field, countryside. Oh, I'm sorry guys. River, beach. I was talking about how we should be more slow paced, and I'm like speeding through this. Honestly, a huge part of the reason I'm speeding right now is because my back hurts so bad. Here's what each of the pictures look like. I guess I could have shown you that. This is so unbelievably unprofessional. Alright. I need to figure out a better chair so that this doesn't happen in the future videos. So it looks like we have one of these cards for each player. And they are called a reference card. Battle the owner of the location and the rival trainer. Each roll the number die. They may add 1 to the roll for each Pokemon on their tracker mat. You may also use challenge cards to improve the roll. Higher total wins. If the owner wins, they collect the battle fee shown on the location card from the rival trainer. If the rival trainer wins, they pay no battle fee and they take the location card unless part of a complete set. That's crazy. This is so cutthroat compared you can't pay, then everybody else gets an auctioning chance at getting the location, I think. You do, then you pay nothing. A rival trainer, then you pay them the exploration cost shown on the location card. Roll the catching die unless the location was auctioned. Did you roll a Pokeball? Yes, collect one Pokemon type for that location from next to the board and add it to your tracker mat. No, then you pay a Pokeball to the bank and re-roll. So you just keep re-rolling until you run out of Pokeballs or get a Pokemon. Interesting. Let's throw these away because they're blank and pointless. Now, for the end of the video, I will be reading you the manual for the game. Now is the time to either fall asleep or learn how the game works, whichever one you want to do. Okay. What's different about Monopoly Pokemon? It's a wild adventure. At the start of the game, you'll sort and place wild Pokemon chips next to their matching sections of the board. Like this. Each chip has a symbol on the back which represents one of the 8 types of wild Pokemon that you, as a skilled Pokemon trainer, will be racing to catch on your adventure. If you're the first trainer to catch one of each type of wild Pokemon, you win. Pokeballs. Pokeballs replace money. You'll need to spend Pokeballs to explore locations that you land on but do not control. Likewise, you'll earn Pokeballs whenever rival trainers explore locations that you do control. You can also earn Pokeballs by winning challenges. The catching die. Catching Pokemon isn't easy. First, you'll need to explore a location, which might cost Pokeballs. Then you'll have to roll an image of a Pokeball on the catching die. If you do, you may take a wild Pokemon for that location from the board and place it on your Pokemon tracker mat. If you fail, you can try again by re-rolling, but that'll cost 1 Pokeball per roll. And if you run out of Pokeballs, you'll be out of the game. Cutthroat. This game is cutthroat. Trainer battles. When you land on a location that a rival Pokemon trainer controls, you can either explore that location and try to catch a wild Pokemon or battle the trainer. If you battle, you'll each roll the numbered die and add 1 to your roll for each Pokemon on your tracker mat. The higher total wins. And if you're the winner, you'll take control of that location from the rival trainer. And I don't know what the point of the starters having +1 to their roll is because everybody has a starter. But I guess it's maybe to make you feel like you have a Pokemon helping you. Set it up. The first time you play, apply 1 label to each side of the catching die in any arrangement, which I did. Choose someone to be the banker. The banker is in charge of the bank's Pokeballs, the location cards, and auctions. The banker can play too, but they must keep their Pokeballs separate from the bank. Each player is a Pokemon trainer. Trainers take a reference card and place them face down here. Shuffle the adventure cards and place them face down here. This book is so awkward to hold. Okay. Each trainer chooses a Pokemon partner and places that token on go, just like regular Monopoly. Take your token's matching Pokemon tracker mat and place it in front of you. Okay. Play. How to win. Travel around the board exploring a vast land in search of wild Pokemon. Take control of locations. Catch different types of Pokemon to add to your Pokemon tracker map. And battle rival Pokemon trainers along the way. If you're the first trainer to complete your tracker mat or the last trainer with Pokeballs, then when all the other trainers have lost theirs, then you win. Who goes first? Each trainer rolls the numbered die. The highest roll starts and play moves to the left. So you go clockwise. On your turn, roll the numbered die. Move your token clockwise that number of spaces. Where did you land? Carry out the rules of that board space. See the board spaces. Your turn ends. Pass the die to your left. Start playing. That's all you need to know to begin your wild adventure. Look up the spaces as you land on them, and check out the back of this game guide for a list of all the wild Pokemon you might be able to catch. These are the board spaces. Locations. Uncontrolled locations. When you land on an uncontrolled location, you must take control of it. To do so, pay the amount on the board space and take the location card from the bank. Then you may try to get your wild Pokemon by exploring that location. See exploring. So in this one you have to take the spaces. It's not like Monopoly, you can't choose not to take them. You can't afford a location. Auction it. Any trainer can bid. The banker starts the bidding at 1 Pokeball. You can increase the bid by as little as 1 Pokeball. You don't need to follow turn order, and the banker ends the auction when no trainer is willing to increase the bid. So it's like a regular auction. The highest bidder pays the bank and takes the location card, but they may not immediately explore that location. If no one wants to bid on the location, that's fine. No one pays anything, and the location card stays with the bank. Collect color sets to protect locations. These are the... oh, you guys can't see that. These are the different colors. When you have taken control of both locations in a color set, so there's only 2 of each color, it means that those locations cannot be taken from you by a rival trainer if you are ever defeated in battle. Note, in this game you do not earn more money with color sets. In this case it would be Pokeballs, not money. Controlled locations. When you land on a location that you control, you may explore that location for free. When you land on a location that a rival trainer controls, you may pay them to explore that location or battle them. An example, if you choose to explore, you can't battle afterward, and vice versa. See exploring and battling. Exploring. You pay nothing to explore a location that you control. If you want to explore a location that a rival trainer controls, you must pay them the exploration cost shown on the location card. Then roll the catching die. If you roll a Pokeball, it means you caught a wild Pokemon. Collect 1 Pokeball You may keep paying to reroll until you catch a wild Pokemon, but don't spend all your Pokeballs or you'll be out of the game. Note, if you land on a location where you've previously caught a wild Pokemon, you can explore that location again to catch more of that same Pokemon type. If you've already filled the space on your tracker mat with a certain Pokemon type and you catch another Pokemon of that same type, place it next to your mat and remember to add it to your die roll when battling. So it's in the spirit of the game that you can monopolize. You can monopolize the Pokemon by catching a bunch of them and having a crazy high die roll. Battling. If you land on a location that a rival trainer controls and you don't want to explore, you may battle that trainer instead. Battling means you might avoid having to pay the trainer for landing on a location they control, and you might also be able to take that location from them. To battle, you and the rival trainer each roll the numbered die. You may add 1 to your roll for each Pokemon on your Pokemon tracker mat. Include your partner Pokemon, which is like your starter, in that total. You may also each use any challenge cards you have to improve your total. The higher total wins. If you win, pay the rival trainer nothing and you take the location card from them, unless that trainer has a complete set. Now you control that location. If the rival trainer wins, you must pay them the battle fee shown on the location card. If there's a tie, the rival trainer wins, and you must pay them the battle fee. Then end your turn. You may not explore. Here are the action spaces. So we have Go. When you pass or land on the Go space, collect 2 Pokeballs from the bank. Then we have Adventure and Challenge cards. Take the top card from the matching deck and do what it says. Some cards can be kept until you're ready to use them, while other cards must be used immediately. After use, return them to the bottom of the appropriate deck. Then we have the Lapras spaces. When you land on a Lapras space, you may move to any space between that Lapras space and the next one. Interesting. Follow the rules of the space where you land, then end your turn. If you don't want to move at all, you can stay where you are and simply end your turn. If you pass Go, collect 2 Pokeballs from the bank. Then we have the free parking space. Relax, nothing happens. It's time to rest after a busy day of exploring. And there are no rival trainers here that you feel like battling anyway. I'd like it if they made it called a camping space, because that's kind of in Pokemon spirit. players for an agreed